Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Make Japa Great Again. In this story in the Srimad Bhagavatam told by Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmī to Maharaj Parikshit, Shukadeva talks about a Jamil who started his life as a dutiful Brahmin, but then lost his way. And he became debauched. And at the end of his life, the Yamadutas came to put a noose around his neck and pull him away for punishment in the hellish regions. But then the Vishnudutas came and prohibited them. They were more powerful than the Yamadutas, and they had the truth on their side. And the truth was that because Jamil had uttered the name of his son, who he named Narayan, in helplessness, he had been freed from all the reactions to his sinful life. And the Yamadutas were befuddled upon hearing this, so the Vishnudutas explained that his one-time utterance of Narayan had freed him from all sinful reactions. In this section of the Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada quotes many verses from the Shastra explaining how there's no exaggeration in the holy name. What's more, the utterance of the holy name clears all sinful reactions. And it is the primary process by which one may reawaken one's dormant love for Krishna within the heart, not just destroy sinful reactions. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada gave us this process of chanting at least 16 rounds a day. And regarding the daily chanting, Prabhupada wrote the following in a letter to one of his disciples, and I'll just read part of it. My dear Jayapataka, please accept my blessings. I am very glad to receive your letter dated February 28th and noted the contents with great pleasure. The transcendental experience which you had during kirtan performance at the Loyola University is very nice. Relishing the sweetness of Kṛṣṇa-kīrtana is only possible when one is actually advanced toward perfection. Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmī used to say, wishing if he had possessed millions of ears and billions of tongues, then he could chant the Hare Kṛṣṇa mantra a little bit relishably. In the conditioned stage, we chant Hare Kṛṣṇa mantra officially, without any attachment, and try to finish the rounds as soon as possible. Sometimes we also forget to chant the prescribed number of rounds. For Haridāsa Ṭhākura, at the last stage of his life, he was chanting 300,000 beads, although Lord Caitanya asked him not to labor so hard. But Haridāsa Ṭhākura said that he would continue the practice till the end of his life. So that is the position of transcendental taste. Please therefore chant very sincerely with your present aptitude of mind, and Krishna will bless you more and more in understanding this secret of transcendental vibration. Of course, sometimes the public may misunderstand such tears of bliss, so we may better have to check it from the vision of ordinary persons. And in this paragraph, I had highlighted this. In the conditioned stage, we chant Hare Kṛṣṇa mantra officially without any attachment and try to finish the rounds as soon as possible. I hear often from devotees who say that, how can I chant? I don't have taste. And first of all, one has to define what taste means. When Prabhupada one day was giving a lecture in Los Angeles, in the middle he stopped and said, you all have taste, And here's why. Because I come here every day and I say the exact same things. And you all come here every day and you listen. And he said, and you do not go away. He said, that is ruchi. And so this act of coming every day to chant Hare Kṛṣṇa, or taking your time to at least officially finish 16 rounds minimum every day, this is a kind of taste. What's more, it will lead to every desirable aspect of life. Our connection with Krishna will be reestablished. So if we put our minds to the numerical strength and finishing every day, we'll be able to overcome all obstacles. Om Tat Sat. And let's continue chanting. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. Just considering the named, if somebody's named somewhere, for instance, if there's an indictment, and they say such and such was named in the indictment, then you could trace it back to who it was. And there's some sense of intentionality, or even if they did it by mistake, they're still in trouble, because they were indicted and they're named in it. And there's a hesitancy when it comes to the idea of the origin of everything, to name that person. And then it becomes very personal. And you say, it'll go, that person will go unnamed. Nobody did it. Or if somebody's done something and you don't name them, there's no way to ascribe any intention or anything personal in the act. So the ultimate conclusion of the Vedanta, Yo mam evam samudho janati purushottamam, that there's a ultimate person behind everything. And if you know that, if you have that conclusion, then you know everything completely. And that culminates in naming the person. And when we're chanting, it's like, this is the person. And this is my origin. It's the origin of everything. So it's very satisfying after millennia of being in darkness and not finding out who's named, or having the ability to name the person who's responsible for us and everything else and everyone else, to finally discover the name and be able to repeat it over and over again. Find it satisfying. What do you think? Do you have any reflections on anything we discussed this morning or your chanting itself? Dr. Tim. It'll go. You have to pray really hard. It's a consciousness thing. It runs my consciousness.
Hare Kṛṣṇa, thank you for the Jayapataka this morning. In terms of names, one of the names of Krishna is Karuna Sindhu. He's an ocean of mercy. And I like the points that you had brought up earlier, is whether you're like a Jamil, just uttering the name of your son, not thinking of the Supreme Person, or if you're Haridāsa Ṭhākura, chanting some 300,000 names every day and relishing each and every one of them. Or if you're somewhere in between, just trying to get through the 16 rounds, that ocean of mercy knows no limits, and it applies to everybody. And then in terms of mercy, I did hear a really nice Śrīla Prabhupāda quote. I'd like to share quickly. Please note it carefully that you cannot leave Krishna consciousness. That is a fact. And even if you want to leave, Krishna will not leave you. That is also a fact. Thank you.
Well done. Devavrata, and then two from this side, so get ready.
Yesterday, Sakala Subhag Prabhu and I were distributing books in downtown Saratoga, and we were going shop to shop, and we were walking by, and I saw this guy with a sword on his arm, and I thought he was a Viking. And I commented, he said, "No, I'm a Hanuman Bhakta." He said, "Come with me." And so he brings us to his healing center, and he's into creating alternative medicine through yoga and meditation. And he's read your book, 4 Questions, and he teaches from it. And the conversation was going on and ended, he said, yeah, the goal of this place is to find a sound which people can connect to, and despite the circumstances of failing relationships, car accidents, or whatever it may be, they can maintain steady consciousness. And I was thinking that we have it.
Wow. Okay. Do or kripaya.
I found it very encouraging how Prabhupada described taste, like, if you're showing up. So it was very encouraging. I thought, okay, maybe when I have the taste. And there was a prayer in my mind that the taste should not go away. I mean, it's a little scary, I felt, if it goes away. So. Well,
that's a nice sentiment. And if I can be among the first to assure you, you definitely have taste. The way you show up for the Harinam every single month and everything else. Hare Kṛṣṇa. One more. Okay, 2 more. Go quick.
The excerpt you read, there was this line which said, in the conditioned stage, we chant officially without any attachment. So what is the meaning of chanting officially without attachment?
Don't be attached to being perfect. In other words, we have to be tolerant of our own ineptitude in the beginning and not let it discourage us to the point where we say, well, I just can't do anything then. And the last one.
Hare Kṛṣṇa, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for keeping the transcendental vibrations going, and thank you to all the devotees here. I have a question actually. Since we know the importance of chanting the names of the Lord, how we can actually carry the mood of japa into the rest of our day? I mean, not just one day, every single day. Can you just elaborate?
It's helpful to go out with the Sankirtan party and help to distribute Bhagavad Gitas in public. I just was in London and we were in Watford, which is not so far from the Bhaktivedanta Manor, and we went to this shopping area. There's no traffic. I love that place. It's just a forum for book distribution is what it is. They just didn't know it when they built it. And I met this fellow from Afghanistan, and no, he's from Pakistan. And so he was riding a bike and he stopped and I talked to him. And he was respectful, but he didn't want the book. So I said, well, here, chant this. I showed him a mantra. He looked and he goes, I don't say Hare Kṛṣṇa. And all the devotees were standing in there and they went, yay! And you have to have these experiences on a regular basis, like the one Devavrata Prabhu said, because then when you test the mantra by going out in public and just like, here, look at this, what do you think of that? And you see the reaction that people have, then you see the potency of the mantra. There's a statement in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, if you have a stone, and someone said, this is a touchstone, you touch anything. Until you actually start touching things and see if it transforms, you don't know if it's real. So it's important for us to go out and touch everybody and just say, Hare Kṛṣṇa. Like, I don't say Hare Kṛṣṇa. Then you can start, you get that sense of its potency. And then when you come back, you remember, oh, it's working here, there, and everywhere. Why won't it work on me? That type of juxtaposition with those two services. So that's why Prabhupada said everyone should go out for the Sankirtan party as soon as possible. You got to go out in public and broadcast it and distribute it in places where people generally don't do that and see what happens. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Thanks everyone for joining the Japa Circle. There's nothing more encouraging for a whole community, worldwide community, to come together and just chant together. It's edifying. And dear Śrīla Prabhupada, dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Panchatattva, if you so desire, please inspire our entire worldwide congregation to come together every day to give full attention to your holy names, because this is the ultimate practice at any time, but especially in Kali Yuga. Thank you for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Everyone agrees with this prayer, please say Hare Kṛṣṇa. Vanchakalpatarishya kripasinabhe vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Nantakoti Vaishnavini ki jai.